Hey everybody, Agumons here. We have the Red Death, probably the new rarest legendary weapon in the game. Took a bit for somebody to get it and make a build with it, but there's a build here that's actually pretty good with it. And so we're going to be covering how good is the weapon itself and just the general idea of the build, right? So for starters, the Red Death's requirements, 45 medium, 35 blood, 55 shadow, and 25 mind, which is one of these stats right here. So he has 25 willpower to accommodate for that. So the stats are pretty hefty, I have to say. It might be hard to try and fit a build, for example. Maybe like, I know some people were thinking maybe they could do like Twisted Puppets, but a build like that, you can see this build just goes 80 shadow, 80 blood, makes it simple, right? As for the M1 damage, right, if you look at the M1 damage, it actually has pretty low damage, I would say. All right, 17.5 damage, right? That means if you just go like the base requirements to get it, you're not really going to be doing that much damage, but this guy does have a pretty decent amount of blood and shadow, which does a lot of the lifting. You can see that it's 2 medium, 2 blood, 2 shadow, and 2 mind scaling, right? And so he's doing around maybe 27 damage with a spear, which actually isn't that bad. I thought it'd be actually kind of worse, but he does have pretty high blood and shadow, so it's making up there, right? As for his rings, he does have a Cures ring, Dawn Fist, Maestro ring, as well as actually no proficiency as well. That makes it better. So I think those rings are better for every individual stat. So that does make it work better. But most of the time, you're not going to be concerned about the M1s. We're here for the crit. So let's take a look at the crit, right? So it does many strikes. I think like 5 or 6 strikes that each do maybe around 7 damage a pop, right? And so before, this weapon used to be enchantable, right? So it would insta proc all the enchants. Now we're actually going to test to see how much posture damage it does. So go ahead and hold block real quick. All right, so he's able to fully block all of that. So even if you do want to try and get some of the, yeah, he was about to guard break though, so it seems to just do a lot of posture, but generally speaking, people are probably going to be able just to like parry midway through. What you can do though is that you can move throughout the crit, right? So you can kind of flick the critical and then kind of look back and you can land the crit off that as well, right? But besides that, right, like something like this maybe, right, that's really the best you can do. It has a pretty long windup. And it's pretty telegraphed, I say. It makes a very clear, like, you turn all black. Very long windup, I'd say, in comparison to other crits. But, yeah, now the thing is, I don't know if you can see on his screen, but basically, let me actually try using some shadow managers here just to, you know, spend some of my ether, right? It actually ends up giving you some ether. It drains ether. It takes some of his blood. It gives some blood poison, and it gives you blood back, right? As you can see, I got almost a bar from letting that. So maybe in a gank, if opponents are not paying attention, right, helps you get that Soul and Mend off a lot easier. This guy's a level 5 blood whip, so there's a lot you can do to end up, you know, making sure you can just constantly spam Soul and Mend, right? And that's generally, I don't know, that I think that's pretty, those are like probably the biggest positive of this build, the fact that it has all that happening for the crit. Besides that, yeah, that's basically the weapon in a nutshell. So we're just gonna go ahead and chime and try it out real quick and see what we can do. Luckily though, I can pop Blood Wisp and Shade Wisp too. There's still that bug though that makes it annoying to pop both. All right, let's run it up. Run up this guy first. Okay. Is it this? I missed the crit there. Ooh, nice. Come on, give me that. Nice. You gonna vent that? Okay, caught my Sun then. Nice. Oh, dang, that range though. Come on. Into the Razor Blitz. Ooh. Into this. Nice. Nope, caught him before that. So he's gonna vent that. Oh, he got me. Nice. Nice! Ooh, got a bunch of blood back there. I have another summon. Into this. Oh no. Nice, caught him here. Into the crit. No range, but I'll Lord Slice him here. Into another Shadow Gun. Okay, that missed. Okay, parried that. Reinforce. Unfortunately, this guy does not have Lord's Teeth, but me! Ooh, managed to roll catch him there. Yeah, I wonder if he also probably has that talent where it's like the more blood poison somebody has. Yeah, I'm number 4 right now, bro. We're barely taking damage. Oh, he's invisible. Wow. Oh, never mind. I was about to say. Hold on. Get this. Okay, he parried that. Wanna? Nice. Pop this. Oh, never mind. It's on cooldown. Nice. Come on now. Come on into this. And bam. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Into this. Come on. Okay, his block. Okay, let's get back up. Hold on, hold on. Nice. Into the crit. Ooh. Ooh. Ah, messed up that combo. Okay, we are barely... Dude, this guy is like... Man, having high health is actually crazy. Ooh, and the guard break there too, bro. You can't block all of that. GG to him. Alright, bet. So... Yeah, that's probably gonna be the last fight for now. I do think that the weapon has a lot of potential. I'm really not. Wait, this guy's cursed the... What the... Okay. I'm not the best blood or shadow user, I'll admit that, but I do think that this weapon, honestly, crit is really good. I actually do like the crit a lot. Do I think it'll be nerfed? I actually think it might be balanced out. I think that it's balanced up and out, where, like, you just need to have people, like, once people know how to fight it, like, it won't be as bad in my opinion. Hold on, let me get this off right here. Into the crit. Yeah, something like a lot we could definitely poke through that for sure. Nice. I'll take that. Into this. Okay, you blocked that, but I have 30% pen through that, man. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, looks like he tried swinging through there. Looks like you can parry at the end of it, though. Good to know. Well, for the user, that is. But yeah, honestly, like I was saying though, right? Like, yeah, I think the weapon does. I think it's actually. We'll see though. You never know. Some builds end up becoming super busted, but on first glance, I don't think that weapon's really that big of an issue. So I'm not gonna call it the new strongest weapon. But like, I'm glad it's more in this kind of more relaxed spot. Maybe you can see some complaints about it later, but I don't know, man, dude. Because like all the problem is all the what's it called? All the stuff we've had in the past was low-key were like if they were like dual attunement. They eventually either were super busted, like the strongest thing ever, or not. They're just like nerfed into obscurity, which kind of sucks. I don't want to see that with this weapon. Right, 2-2-2-2 is like really weird scaling, but I think it actually might end up working out. But we'll see. Maybe this weapon will get even maybe like a slight scaling change, right? Maybe they give more scaling to the mind a little bit, right? I don't know. I don't know how they do it. Come on, nice. Okay, let's on the crit here. Nope. And on. Alright. Into this crit here. Nice, and he's finally down. GG to this guy. Now let's go and fight this guy right here. Come on now. Nice. Caught him lacking here. Into this. Nice. The double fling. Nice. Nice. GG's to this guy. Closed match, I can't lie. Close match, but yeah, that's all I have to say about the weapon, man. I think the weapon is fun to use, right? But I don't think it's like the most next broken weapon, and I really like that. I hope they keep that up if they add more dual attunement. I want more stuff to be like this, where you have to kind of think of a build and try it out. That's going to be pretty much over the video, guys. I'll be catch y'all later, all right? Peace.